Today we will be solving question number 13. The question says that to create a pod named multi-container-pod in the default namespace that includes 3 containers C1, C2 and C3. The pod should have a volume attached which will be mounted into each container, but this volume should not be persisted or shared with other pods. For the container 1 image we should use nginx 1.17.6 alpine. For the environment variable, we have to set the environment variable my node name to the name of the node on which the pod is running. Container C2, the image should be busybox 1.31.1 and the functionality should be this container should execute a command that writes the output of the date command into a file named date.log every second within the mounted volume. You can use the following command. For container 3, it is using image as busybox 1.31.1 and the functionality is that this container should continuously output the content of the date.log file from the mounted volume to the standard out. You can use the command tail -f and this command. Okay, now let's start this question. First we will create our first pod, which is the nginx C1 pod. We will give it a name of C1 and we will say let's give it a name of multi-container pod, multi-container pod with the dash image of image. Let's do try dash run equals to client -o YAML. Let's put it in q13.yaml. Now let's open this up. q13. Okay, remove unnecessary arguments, resource, DNS, always. Okay, now let's start with the first container. This is the C1 container. C1 container, it will also take command argument where it will take bin sh -c, and here it will take this it won't be taking any command. Okay, sorry, I think that was for the second one. No problem. Okay, so after that we will add another container. We'll give it an image and the image would be for busybox 1.31.1 and for the name we would give it a C2. Here we should add a command here we will be writing bin sh -c and here we'll be writing this command. Okay, we will add volume a little bit later. Let's add another image of a busybox. Name is C3 and the command is tail -f. Here we should be having different okay, so that's it. Now let's go to another thing and we will be adding an environment variable here. So in the documentation we'll search env for environment expose pod information to containers through environment variable. In the environment variable, we'll search for this environment variable, which is the env, name of the node, value from field ref, field path is spec.node name. In the first container, here is where we should put it. Env, we should give it a name, a value from, field, and field path. So this is the spec that we actually were looking. My node name, here's my node name. Okay, now we should work on volumes, attaching volumes to it. So for that, let's go to our documentation. Let's look at volume mount, volume attachment. Here it is, volumes, empty dir. Here it is, copy, and in here we will be putting our volume. Let's call it shared volume. Empty dir is this. Okay, and in each container we will be adding the volume mounts like this, and we should give it a shared name. And for volume, I think we can give any volume here. Let's give it your path volume, your path, or here, copy. For volume mount, we will give this your vol path, and we shall copy this and paste it in each image. Here, also here, like this. So we have volume mounts in each of these. We have environment variables for the first one, and let's check if there's something we are missing. We have used the image in all of them. Okay, we have given it environment variable for the first container. For the second container, we have c2, we have this command. The third container, we have this command, the tail command. Okay, I think that's pretty much it. So let's save and quit. K-apply -f, and the pod is created. K-get all. Let's check. Yeah, all three pods are running. Let's check the pods, and for checking we will use klog multicontainerpod -c, which is the name c3. Klogs multicontainerpod -c and c3, and yes, it is giving us the date for every second. Let's run it again, and yes, it is giving us. Okay, that's about it. Thank you for joining.